Now, starting off with the aesthetics, I have this wrapped in a 3M satin black vinyl. It's the 2080 series. I purchased it off of Metro Restyling. And I've actually did this wrap with my fiance, and it took us about 52 hours to do. It was not an easy feat, but nonetheless, I love the way it came out. Not bad for the first time. Now I'm gonna start off with the front. This is a AVS bug shield. That's also a Heritage grill without the Raptor lights. I decided to use LP6s, and with the amber backlights, I think it looks a lot better than having Raptor amber lights in the back. Those are also Baja Squadron fogs that I'm running on the DeMello Baja steel bumper with the extra hoops on the side. And with the bumper, there's also a TSS sensor relocation mount from DeMello. Now scanning the underbelly of the vehicle is a full RCI skid plate from front to back. I also have the differential skids and also a gas tank skid. The 4Runner is actually notorious for being really low to the center, especially where the gas tank's at. So it's important if you're gonna do skids to also get the gas tank skid. As far as wheels, these are the OG TRD wheels. There's something about these original wheels that I love, and I've always liked them. So even when I purchased the vehicle, I opted to get these TRD wheels instead of the aftermarket wheels. And they are wrapped in Nitto's Ridge Grapplers 285/70/17s. Now let's talk a bit about the suspension. These are King's 2.5 adjustables. And these are the Icon Delta joints, upper control arms. These were from my previous vehicle, so I've had them for about a year. I've actually had to maintenance this once. I had to re-grease the upper ball joints because they were making some squeaky noises, but after we went ahead and greased them up, they're like new, so they're great. And these are Total Chaos's spindle gussets. These were pain to weld on. Definitely gives you a peace of mind that you have a beefier suspension. Now going to the mirrors, these are from Car Trim Homes. These are sequential turn signals. I have these smoked out. These are also Euro mirrors from Car Trim Home, and they also light up. Now for sliders, I went with white knuckle. These are the drawn over mandrel, so they're a lot stronger than the original sliders. I definitely recommend these so that you don't high center the middle. These were fairly easy to install. They were bolt on. Lead time wasn't too long. I believe it was about 3 months. Onto the rears, I have the Icon Overland springs. Now, if you're wondering, the car is also tinted. I have the 3M Nano Series color correction or color stable, 20% all around. And you can barely see through the inside. Now that's a Gobi ladder. Of course, that means I have a Gobi rack. That was a long lead time. It's about 8 months. What's nice about it is you don't have to pay up front. So once you order it, they take your credit card information and you just wait and they'll bill you when it's ready to ship. So that's kind of nice if you're patient. Now for the rear tire carrier, I went with a Detours of Maine. I went with this not only because it was only $700, but I like that it's sat closer to the vehicle. It's more aero, more tucked in. I can still have a front runner table. Those are Rhino geared D-shackles. That's also a anytime backup camera that I had to relocate. When you add a rear tire, it's definitely gonna block some footage of backing up. So I went ahead and added the anytime backup camera. Now the rear is not finished. This is part of the rear dash cam. I'm in the process of making a mount so that I can attach it up top right there, but I haven't gotten to it. These are the moly panels from BPF Fabrication. Helps keep all your gear organized and easy access. In case of an emergency, you can just pop the trunk, grab what you need. You don't have to dig through your bag. This is an Iceco 60-liter fridge. I currently don't have it attached to an external battery yet, but it was a great deal, so I had to pull the trigger. This is a K9 canvas back cargo liner. It's great if you have a dog, so that this extra skirt will protect your vehicle when the dog jumps in. As far as my rooftop, I went with a iCamper. This is the Rocky Mountain edition, so it has a harder shell. It's slightly heavier, but it's gonna last you a lot longer. With the hard shell, it protects you from any tree branch rashes, going over any branches, or scraping anything on the top. So that's what's nice about it. This wire that you see here, it's a Anderson wire, but it's connected to the solar panel on top, which is from Solar Hawk and installed by Rhino Adventure Gear. It's made specifically for the 4Runner. I mean, for the iCamper. 100 watts. This is the ARB Safari snorkel with the snorkel upgrade. This is really cool because it kicks out a bunch of dirt. Let's hop in. I don't have too much done inside. I want to kind of keep things clean. This is the Switch Pro 8100 for some of the lights that I have installed. It's a real clean setup on the 4Runner. I love how it sits there. It almost feels OEM in my opinion. I have a RAM phone mount that I love for off-roading. I don't have it attached to an ISO or a Expedition Edition panel. I just have it drilled right onto the 4Runner. It's very sturdy and it saved me a couple $100, and I overall think it looks good and it works. This is a Baofeng radio that I keep here. I just bought this mount off of Otzlee, and it keeps my radio here, easy access. I have a Vilefo dash cam that I installed. You know, you never know what's gonna happen on the streets, so it's always nice to know that you have a video in case anything was to happen. Lastly, I have these Husky liners. It came with the TRD floor liners, but these are much better. They fit right in there. It's snug. It's perfectly fit for the 4Runner. They did a really good job. It's dirty, as you can see, because I do hit the trails, but if you ever want to clean them, you just pop them off, rinse them with water, dry them for about 5 minutes, and pop them back in. You don't have to vacuum, and they don't really wear too bad. It's nice and black, and it feels great. All right, guys, thanks for letting me share my rig and do a quick walkthrough. If you guys have any questions in regards to the build, leave me a comment. I'd love to answer them for you. I hope this is inspiration if you're looking to get something done on your vehicle. This is kind of how it looks with the parts on. And if you want an in-depth view of any of the mods, again, leave me a comment. I'll make another video on that. And keep following. This is only a 6 months build, so I have a lot of mods to do, and I'd love for you guys to be a part of the journey. So follow along, hit subscribe, hit like, and share the video. Thank you.